Good morning. Thank you. My name is Patty McGaffagan, and I am a commissioner and also a resident of Johnston County. I'd like to thank Representatives Insko, Harrison, and Myers, and others for co-sponsoring this bill. I moved to Johnston County after graduate school and have lived there since the early 80s. The reason I live there is because it's beautiful, it's rural, people are nice. And when I found out what was going on at the airport, it kind of shattered my illusions about our country, about our county, and the morality that to me forms the underpinning of what it means to be an American. Some friends of mine informed me, Allison Kaysen being one, about what was going on at Aero Contractors, and I found it really hard to believe, honestly, that a few miles from my home, people were being, flights were leaving to, for the purpose of torturing, taking people to other places and torturing them. And so, you know, it took a while for me to get involved, but when I did, I can't stress enough how traumatic it was for me to hear about the things that have been done to other people. I talk to a lot of people. Being a psychologist, I'm in contact with a lot of people in and around Johnston County, and most people have no idea what happened when I tell them.
Excuse me, sir. Come over here.
That's okay. So most people don't know what happened at the Johnston County Airport or at Kinston, and when they are told, I get one of two reactions. One is that they're in disbelief and they say, well, what can we do to stop this? Or they say, well, I think torture is a good idea. And I think that's fairly representative of what's going on in our country now, that about half the population thinks that torture may be a good thing. And so I think we have a lot of work to do. I think we need to educate people that not only is it immoral, it doesn't produce any good evidence or information about terrorism. That being said, I'd like to just briefly address the local efforts to make county commissioners and others aware of what we found with the commission. I spoke before the county commissioners last fall. They're very polite, but skeptical. I have been in meetings where I've heard them say that they also think torture is a good idea, that Aero Contractors is a good tenant, that this is not under their purview, that this is above their pay grade, so to speak. And so I think that this bill will do a lot to clarify what the role of each governmental authority is in investigating and determining what the actions to take regarding what happened in the past, but also going forward. I have no faith that this won't continue. And this, to me, is unconscionable. We have, you know, a few miles, like I said, a few miles from my house, the thought that this could be going on now and into the future, it chills me and causes me not to be able to sleep at night sometimes, because these are human beings, and if we do not respect the civil rights of every human being, then who's going to respect ours? So thank you for your time.